feel like I need to explain my Montgomery Garnett compilation playlist. I can't endorse everything that he says, but I can say that based on my knowledge of him, he has a good working mind. Or I felt like at the time he had a good working mind, and I felt like at the time when I met him or knew him, he was overall decent. And from a spiritual standpoint, I felt like he behaved very professionally, like he walked the walk and talked the talk of a prophet or somebody who might be a prophet. I don't use words like prophet and prophetess and stuff like that really because I feel like that's beyond my knowledge and my level of understanding. But he says he's a prophet, and based on my experiences of being around him, I felt like the odds were high that he was or that he is. Or if he, or at the very least, I felt like um, he is a man of God, or believes, or I'll say maybe this is the best way to say it. I believe he believes he's a man of God, and I also feel like when I was around him, he acted like the way I imagine a man of God would act. Which is pretty much almost like a spiritual doctor, wise but professional, very deliberate, usually very deliberate and purposeful in his interactions and in his movements. So again, I keep his compilation around for him, I guess to for him, people who know him, and for myself, because I can't say I agree with everything he believes because I don't understand everything he believes, but I do value his thought process enough to hold on to his words just in case they might be of benefit to me. Because at the time, I guess you could say, I felt like he was definitely worthy of being a mentor. I spent a lot of time asking him a lot of questions, and he gave me a lot of answers and responses. I can't say that I agreed with all of them, but at the same time, I can't say I disagreed because some things were just beyond my understanding at the time. So that's pretty much it. That's why I made the compilation for for myself, for him, and for people who knew him. So I'll say overall, I can endorse his overall behavior as um, a decent being. Well, as a being, I how can I say this? Because I'm not trying to. Because I don't. We have different ways of looking at things, and I can't say that I'm a Christian. At the same time, I have spent a lot of time around Christians, and I get along with quite a few people who believe themselves to be Christian. It's like my thinking doesn't, these words and these terminologies don't agree with my my thought process or my beliefs. My focus is to mainly just be a decent person, trying to be the best person you can be. Period. And I feel like sometimes labels can get in the way of that. So, I will say I am not opposed to walking in a church and praying hand in hand with Christians, because I've done that on quite a few occasions. I'm not opposed to it. Not only that, I would say I value it. And when I've been around them, they usually do not treat me as if like I need to be rebuked because like Satan came in or something like that. So I say that to say I feel like overall they felt like I was reasonably decent and worthy of being there. Like my energy was usually more of a, oh, well, it was, my energy was okay to be there. We'll put it that way. It was okay to be there. Maybe not bringing everybody up, but not necessarily putting everybody down at the time. I'm different now, but I'll just say I was okay to be there. So that compilation again was for me. I made it for me, my own personal knowledge, so I can go back and see what he said that I may disagree with or agree with or just weigh in my mind. And I made that for him so he can maybe uh, easily get a hold of his stuff, as well as for others who knew him. And that's all.